Hello and welcome to the February-March Smart Trading Bi-Monthly newsletter. The markets have certainly taken a turn for the worse with the coronavirus spreading, which is creating uncertainty, and this then flows into fear and panic reaction. The stock market doesn't like any form of uncertainty, and as you hear from me time and time again in my videos, I always say we have no control over the markets, and it's so important to have a good risk and money management strategy in place so you can survive through markets when a big change comes like this. I discussed that also in my last video. So I want to give you an update on a few of my trades that I've previously shared with you. But before I get started, I just need to remind you that I'm not licensed to provide any personal investment advice. This video and all the charts and trades I share are for illustrative purposes only, and I'm just showing you how I view the current market and sharing this with you. So let's head on over to Metastock, and on the screen here is the ASX 200. As you know, the ASX 200 has been in a beautiful long-term uptrend channel for quite some time, since 2011, where it's been touching quite regularly the bottom of this channel line. And it's been rising up and reaching the top and then falling away back down. So we have had many times where it has reached the top and pulled away. And just recently, as you know, we had a beautiful run throughout December, January, moving into this new year. And we even moved outside the channel line. And we broke into blue sky territory. But with all the uncertainty with the coronavirus spreading, it has created a huge fall in the market. Overall, it's still in its uptrend channel, but this is putting a lot of pressure on the share market, and I've had a lot of my stop losses hit as well. If we go to the daily chart, you can see the big fall happened on the 24th of February, and it's been down nearly every day since, with only 2 up days in there. It's had huge falls, and this isn't just the Australian market, this is all world markets. And as you know from my last video update, I was only trading my weekly system and trading that long. So I've had my stops hit. I always manage stop losses on every single trade I have open, and I manage a portfolio heat. So I know with certainty how much I'll lose in capital is if everything goes against me. And that's just happened. So yes, I've been stopped out a lot of my trades, but I protected my capital through this. And yes, I've lost some open profits, but that's what money and risk management is all about. We have no control, but if you're always managing your risk and your money in the market, that's the only control you have, and this should be a big part of your trading plan. I spend 3 sessions just on risk and money management in my Smart Trading Mentor course, and I can't stress enough just how important it is. Geniuses are born in bull markets, there's no doubt about that, but then when this market change comes, if you have no plan and you haven't been managing your risk, you will certainly know about it. Let's have a look at a chart of the US market. Here's the S&P 500 as a weekly chart. As you know, it's been in a beautiful uptrend for some time, with some steeper trends taking place within there as well. So it's had a very strong rise all of last year and now had a very strong down. If we go to the daily chart, you can see a huge gap move when the market opened on the 24th and continued lower, gapping again. Starting to build up some volatility where people are seeing, shares come down to lower prices, they want to buy in, but then people are still scared and they're selling out. So we're going to see a lot of volatility going on in the market with it bouncing up and down. There may be more downside to come. I've got no idea. All I know right now is I've got all my stops in place and I'm always managing my risk in the market, and I have turned my daily swing trading system back on, and I'm trading short right now with that daily swing trading system. So I predominantly trade 2 systems in the market. My long-term weekly system, which trades long only, and that was fully invested. I have had a big cleansing happen, and I have had a whole lot of stops. Right now I've got 3 shares still open with that system. One has been completely unaffected by the market drop and is holding itself up. The other, I had widened my stop loss for an ex-dividend gap and it's holding itself as well. And then one I've actually bought back into. But I'm actively now trading short with my medium-term daily system. That system trades CFDs and it trades both long and short. So when I want to be able to short sell in the market like times like this, that's the system that I use. And I share a couple of short trades with you. But I teach all my trading systems and strategies in my Ultimate Smart Trading Mentor course. So let's head back over to Metastock. And let me close this chart down and we'll do a review of all the trades I updated you with in my last video update. So this is a share that I'd shared with you that I had pyramided into. I entered this back in February last year. It moved up very nicely. I bought some more. It continued to move up very nicely. I bought some more. That would be my last entry into this trade. And then I was letting it run till its stop loss, which was hit on the 28th of the 2nd. So I exited out of this one at 6.98. I didn't make any money on the last entry, but I have profited on the first two. But when I pyramid, my entries get smaller and I risk profit to buy more. So I will never put myself in a losing situation to buy more. So that trade I just held over a year and I took a 2R multiple win on that one. What that means is when I enter into a share, I don't want to lose more than 1R of my capital. That's a set percentage of my capital. So no losing trade should be move beyond a 1R loss. And then I want to make wins that are multiple of those R's. So this one was one that I made double my risk amount on. And that was a 17% return on my capital. I also received 2 dividends in there too. So that trade was CWP. The next trade, Aristocrat, which I also shared with you. I'd entered into this one on the 23rd of May and I pyramided into this one as well. But unfortunately it's collapsed and it's hit my stop as well on the same date, the 28th of February. So I exited at 32.08 based on the couple of exits that went through automatically with my broker because I always have my stop loss set with my broker. So once it crosses my trigger price, I will be sold out. So it was sold in a couple of trades and that's what it worked out to be. So like the other trade, I didn't make any money on my last pyramid, but I did make money on my initial entry. And once again, I'd risk profits to pyramid, so I lost some profits in there. But I also have received some dividends. So I held that trade for 281 days, and that was a 0.74R multiple win on that one, and a 6.62% return. BWX I entered into on the 29th of August. It moved up very nicely and then hit my stop. So that one I'd held for 188 days, a 0.62R multiple win on that one, and a 16.94% return on the trade, and have received 2 small dividends as well. Now they were the 3 winning trades that I've had. I've shared 5 weekly trades with you in my last video update, and the other 2 I have taken a loss on. So they were my most recent entries. But because I'm always managing how many new trades I can enter, I limit how many new trades I have. So I entered into this one on the 7th of January when it rose up beautifully and came up in my scan, but it just fell away unfortunately, and I was exited out on the 28th of February as well, held it for 52 days, and it was a negative 0.58R multiple. So I lost a bit over half an hour on that one, and a negative 16.52% loss on that one. Now the other trade, PPS, I'd entered into on the 25th of October. Unfortunately, it never made a new high, so I actually had taken a time stop on this one. I'd given it over 100 days. It hadn't performed. It was looking unhealthy now, breaking its uptrend line. So this one was actually closed out of well before the big market drop, but I still would have had a stop loss in place if it was open, and I would have been exited out when the stop was hit. So that one I took a negative 0.9R multiple loss, just under my 1R, and a negative 26.9% loss on my trade size. So out of those 5 trades I've been regularly showing in my videos, 3 were winning trades, 2 were losing trades. But overall, with all my weekly trades I have had open and running, I've still made a profit. Yes, I've been stopped out of a lot of them, but I've minimized my capital loss because I never open up more than a set portfolio heat percentage. And I'm always managing that. And you might think that sounds silly, and when the market's running really strong and you want to go against it and you want to keep buying in more and more because of that fear of missing out, It's not worth it because anything can happen in the market, and this is just another reminder to us of what can happen in the market and how that change can come through very quickly. But I know I will survive no matter what happens because I'm always managing my risk in the market. And in the meantime, I'm opening up short trades in the market. On the 24th of February, I had some really strong short signals, so I bought into a couple of short trades, this being one of them. This share came up in my short scan on the 24th, and I liked what I saw. It had broken through a key level here of resistance and support with a really nice black candle and some volume supporting it. I entered short. It's moved very strongly, even broken through the next level of support on the chart, which goes back over here, and it's continuing lower. So this trade is actually in profit now based on where its stop loss is currently sitting. It's even moved lower again today. So I will continue to keep that trade open and track my stop loss. It will exit because my stop is hit or a windfall profit reason, which I have rules in my trading plan about. Then the next day on the 25th of February, I opened up another couple of short trades. This is one that I opened on the 25th at 36.09 when it broke through a key support level. Came up in my short scan when I ran it that day. I can see where it's touched this area near here and just recently has bounced around that area and it broke through. Met all my trading rules to short sell it. I sold it. It fell very strongly and I've now got a profit stop running in the market on that one. It's also fallen strongly again today. So that's a bit of an update of a couple of short trades I have running in the market right now and what's happened with those trades I've shared with you previously with my long-term weekly trading system. Now, I can't stress enough how important it is to have a trading plan. You should have not only your entry systems, but your risk and money management detailed in this trading plan. You should know what you will do in situations like this. For me, my biggest lessons were during the World Trade Center crash in September 2011. I'd left my full-time job at the end of the year 2000 to trade the markets full-time. Everything was going fantastic. The markets were running beautifully. I was overexposing myself. I was doing strategies I wouldn't even dream of doing now. The World Trade Center crash happened. The market fell very strongly over a week. The US markets were completely closed because they had no stock market due to what happened with the World Trade Center buildings. So I actually closed all my trades down. I sat there for a month not trading, just numb with what had gone on in the market. Then I turned it all around. What lessons did I learn from this? I was not managing my risk correctly in the market. I had no portfolio heat. Everything changed after that day. And I came back stronger than ever. And when the GFC came, I was completely set up. I had my stops in place. I was managing portfolio heat. I had my shares slowly being hit at the end of the year 2007. My last trade went in January 2008. And I sat in cash with my weekly system and I actively short sold. Then when the market settled in mid-2009, I moved back in with my long-term system again. So it's knowing how you're going to handle all kinds of markets. Because as a trader, you're going to be thrown all sorts of scenarios at you, but you need to know before they happen how you will handle them. And if you've never traded through a situation like this, there's nothing wrong with sitting out of the market, sitting back and learning from this experience. And if you don't have a trading plan, then get your hands on my book, Smart Trading Plans. It's a step-by-step guide that will help you write a trading plan. So you can purchase that online through my website and I'll post it to you. You can get it in bookstores or in Kindle version on Amazon. And if you haven't signed up to my website before, enter your name and email to get my free special report and you'll get the top 10 mistakes that new traders make. A lot of them I have discussed in this video today. Plus you'll go into my database, so when I do my bi-monthly newsletter, which is every 2 months, you'll get an email. I don't like to spam you with emails, so I only do them every 2 months. My mastermind clients that have been through my mentor course, they're the ones that get the regular updates. And I share with them my trades and we have a discussion forum. So right now there's a lot of uncertainty taking place. So please stay healthy, look after yourselves, eat well, stay fit and make sure you get enough sleep every night. You want your immune system to be strong enough so it can withstand whatever comes its way, as well as knowing how to handle the stock market with whatever comes its way as well. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. My contact details are in the Contact Us area of my website. Goodbye for now.